long time since I used my nut. You got yours, and I got mine. I think it's about time for a thank you.
Jigga, jigga, jigga.
Thank you.
Jack.
Lil Blood TV. Back again
You had me stuck. I ain't even gonna lie.
with another Lil Blood TV exclusive.
Hello.
Powered by Tucker Media, of course. This shit always powered by Tucker. Can't say Lil Blood without saying Tucker. But today, introducing the son, presenting the others, the women stealers, the baby kissers. These niggas never wore a pair of blue jeans in their life. These niggas never flew commercial, always fly private. These niggas can stand in the rain without getting wet. Introducing the son, presenting the others. Let me rewind it a little bit. So, boom, when I first started rapping, shout out to Jay Stalin, when I first started rapping, I used to always want to be from these niggas. Like, Jay, bro, Don Tweed, bro, they ain't been fucked with. I be asking for beats. Jay, like, bro, wait till you ready. Be patient, bro. It's gonna happen. Just be patient. So I used to think, like, bro, these niggas don't fuck with me, or these niggas don't like me, bro. Woo, woo. And so one day I got the call. Like, hey, come on, let's go work on some records. Woo, woo, woo. But that's when I started taking my craft serious. And once they seen that, they opened the floodgates for me. So, yeah, and I was grateful. So, like I said, presenting the son and introducing the others, the Mekanix. How y'all doing?
What's up with blood?
So blood.
What's
Oh,
up
man,
with it?
some more of it. First off, how y'all get that? How y'all form the Mekanix?
Just producing first individually, and then a group that two groups actually kind of brought us together. You feel me? On some production type,
What
type
group was
shit.
that?
The first one was IRS,
Mhm.
and the second
Hitters
one
on the payroll.
Hitters on the payroll. Yeah. So we both produced for both acts, and they kind of both needed production, and we
Right.
worked on the same projects together.
Right.
And then after kind of co-producing on both projects, we got together. And that shit stuck.
Start fucking around. Yeah.
Right. So how do it work? What, Tweeds, you take the lead, then Dot, or is y'all feed off each other?
Shit, ain't no blueprint. You feel me? We just get in there and fuck with it and shit till we get that finished product.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it ain't no, okay, we'll work on the 808 and I'm gonna work on the strings. It's just
We both do everything. You
Yeah.
feel me? We both do it all. So
that's raw as fuck.
yeah.
Why is it so hard? Not even say hard. Why do y'all choose on who y'all gonna distribute y'all beats out to or not? How do y'all come up with that? Or why?
I mean, first and foremost, like you said, when you just what you was just speaking on, like a motherfucker got to take this shit serious.
Right,
Shit,
right.
this our life. You
Right.
feel me?
Yeah, it's a business.
That's one part of it right there. And then
You
shit,
know?
you speak on whatever else.
Yeah, no, it's a business off top. I mean, we both got into it and because we love it. You know what I'm saying? But once you start growing up and you get responsibilities and kids and life start taking over, you can't. You got to make a decision whether or not it's going to be a hobby, something you just do on the side,
Seasonal,
or you know what I mean.
Some
Once you
motherfuckers
start
be in
making
this
them
shit.
decisions, you figure out what's going to stick and what's going to stay. What's gonna stick, what's gonna stay, and what's gotta go. You feel me?
Right.
So, yeah, the music is it's serious. You feel me? For us, like we do this shit all day, all night, in our sleep on Jesus' birthday, on my birthday.
Right.
You feel me? So it's only right that we fuck with people who feel like they that dedicated, like we are. You know what I mean?
What record or records was it that got motherfuckers tweaking on y'all that y'all think like solidified y'all in this shit?
Shit, one of the first ones was Banger Dance. Banger Dance was one of the first ones, and it wasn't even on like no high ass level, but in the streets,
it's
motherfuckers
crazy.
was fucking with Banger Dance.
To me, I think Banger Dance is one of them songs like that's like a town song. Like I remember like it was yesterday when that shit first came
shout
out.
out to West Oakland. West Oakland like turned it all the way up.
For sure.
Yeah,
That's
for
like
sure.
that's a West Oakland anthem
It's a
for
West
sure.
Oakland anthem,
Like, yeah, definitely.
Because it was a record actually that was we was finishing styling the album, and
the prenup, right?
No, this was on behalf of the Street.
On behalf of
his very first album. Yeah, so we was finishing his album. It was really done, at least in our eyes anyway. And we took a meeting with Capitol. Capitol Records kind of told us that we needed something that kind of that matched the energy of like
the time,
and that at that time it was the hyphy movement.
Right.
So we just kind of came back home and was just fiddling around.
That was our hyphy. That was our version of hyphy
our
shit.
Version of kind of messing around with that type of energy on the record.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it. I was like, nah, we can't fuck with this because styling shit was all gangster shit.
Right.
So, but even though the concept of that song is definitely very gangster,
right?
Musically, it didn't sound gangster to me.
I personally couldn't stand the remix. I hated the fucking remix.
It had Keith and Shady.
It had Keith, Shady, and San Quinn on it.
Yeah.
Not that they wasn't going, and I don't hate them artists as a person. I just hate that song was touched because the original song just everything. You feel me? And them niggas changed their verses.
The original shit was still better.
Yeah, way better. I hated the remix,
sure.
and I hated when they started playing it in the clubs and they played the remix because we didn't know the remix. We was like,
play the original.
We was also like, what the fuck, bro? And when I say we hated that, and when I mean we, I mean West Oakland and us as a collective hated that fucking remix.
See, all them niggas was on the radio. So
exactly.
That was our approach. You feel me?
Right.
That's what we was trying to get on the radio.
Right. Definitely. Rewind. Who was some of the biggest artists y'all worked with before they got their boost?
Biggest artists before they got their boost.
That's a good one.
That's a real good question.
That's a good one.
I don't know. From Oakland?
Yeah.
Really, we took care of Oakland. Who?
Shit, I mean, like.
We always
besides
look at our
the
peers.
live wire camp.
Oh, because I was going to say,
our
like,
peers, like we all on an even playing field. So
right.
There ain't no big U's and big, none of that shit. So
outside of
I don't know. We always grinding. You feel me? Everybody was grinding since day one.
Right. It was kind of like really the opposite way around. Motherfuckers who was on was fucking with us. They was fucking with us, so that made it a little easier for us.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a Mac Dre record that y'all produced, and I didn't know y'all produced it.
Yeah, Dre was full of ones.
That nigga pulled up on High Street.
We did a couple records with Dre.
Yeah.
Dope as fuck. The Mekanix. What is some of the struggles y'all dealt with as producers?
Great question. There's been a million of them.
Shit.
I mean, really at first was just trying to solidify our name amongst those that we've considered great. You know what I'm saying? So that was one. Then of course,
not making no money in the beginning of this shit. You feel me? Because we ain't no artists, so selling beats, nigga wasn't just selling hella beats every day. You feel me? So.
Right.
Nigga had to weather that storm and stay down. You feel me?
Right.
But shit, eventually that shit caught up though.
Do you think the sacrifices y'all made then it's all worth it now?
Hell yeah. I mean, we, a lot of people, kind of not gave up on us, but gave up.
Yeah.
In the field we in. You feel me? Like, oh, that shit ain't making no money. Ain't no money in that shit.
Yeah.
Even niggas would be like, even look down on it to a degree. Like, oh, y'all, that's the rap shit. Nigga, I'm in the streets. Feel me? Ain't no money in that rap shit.
Right.
And we was just kind of looking like, well, we're here to slang and bang this shit out. You feel me? And when that shit started turning around, we started seeing some of them same people who were saying fuck rap and this, that, and the third come back and be like, hey, bro, I'm trying to get back in the game and, let me get a beat and you know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah.
So I'm a rapper, right?
Yeah.
And being that I'm a rapper, I deal with politics, such as okay, you got you a rapper and you're from so and so, so and so, and if I do a record with you, that may um, that may affect me doing records with other people who don't like you.
Right.
By y'all doing beats, do y'all get caught up in that too?
It'll slid past our table once or twice, you know what I mean? But we feel like we've been doing this so long and in our demographic so long that don't put us in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're here to make music. We're really here for the music. We've shown and proved that. You know what I'm saying? So like we're not here for that. We done watch what the Crips and Bloods done did. We done watch what Pac and Big done did. We done watch so many people who done went down the road of beef and what politics or just you know, that type of shit. And it always wind up in a space where first off right off the jump, the money stops. And like I said earlier, this is a business. We're here to make some money. So anything that's gonna be non-productive, we ain't really trying to fuck with that. You feel me?
Right.
Facts.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. That's
Have y'all ever dealt with this? Sending the beats to different people and both of them use the same beat?
Yeah. But we
a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times. We had to figure out a system.
We got a system. Yeah, we got a cold system there.
Where you know, that don't happen. That shit don't happen to us no more. But early on, we would have people like come to us, say they want some beats, and we'd give them some beats to pick from or whatever. And then they, you know, on this one situation I'm talking about, they was like, nah, we didn't pick nothing. And then we went on to sell them beats to somebody else later on. And then a year later, the same people come back like, hey, bro, remember them beats we got that you said gave us about a year ago? Man, we got something dope to it. We like, bro, you know how long ago that was? We gave them beats to somebody else. You feel me? So in that situation, in that situation, it was cool.
Right.
But we didn't have situations where niggas used the same beat without, you know, clearing it with us. And then we got to go to them and say, look, bro, you crossing us up. You got us in the middle. We may have took money from this person, and you trying to put out this record and ain't give us no money, or you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, we've been down that road before, but like we were saying, we got a system now that eliminates all of that.
How the fuck y'all stay relevant through these generations? Because I see you niggas been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And for example, like working with the digital undergrounds and the delinquents, and you know, even like 3 Times Crazies and shit. To you working with the Jay Stalins, the Lil Bloods, the Filthies, and then the Boys and the SOBs and shit. Like, these is generation of bodies of work that y'all. How did y'all stay relevant through all this shit?
Shit.
Without changing y'all sound though.
Well, that you about to say it right there, and I don't want to cut Tweet off, but to throw it out there real quick, we was never trendy niggas.
Yeah.
Our sound is literally our sound. We wasn't trying to sound like these cats or that cat or whatever, you know what I mean? So when we first started getting the ball rolling, you know, our sound wasn't really what everybody was looking for. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we was just doing what we love. Eventually, you know, trends and trends come and trends go, shit play out, whatever. And eventually, our turn came where people start paying attention to our sound, and it was our time to get heard. You know what I mean? So once we got a foot in the door, we just never took our foot off the pedal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the niggas just stay tuned in to like what's going on and stay evolving and implementing new shit into our style that we already got, to the foundation of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we got dope cats around us that's able to, like, especially with like Styling. Styling was like our A&R, really. Like, he would bring around people that he thought was dope, and we was fortunate to be able to pick from the litter. Like, I like him, Jay. We like him, Jay. Look, let's fuck with him. Let's fuck with him, because Jay would kind of bring things around us and open our eyes to certain shit that's on the streets. You know what I mean? So that helped also. You know what I mean?
I know y'all got hella albums under y'all belt, but I need 3 albums, 3 top Mekanix albums, not including the albums y'all get, not like the Donut series or just 3 albums y'all did outside of a Dot and Tweed project, like any artist besides the Mekanix. Albums y'all produced.
Top 3.
Top 3.
Shit, for sure. I mean, 2 of them damn near. Styling shit.
Sure,
Obots 1 and
Obots
Obots
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, and 3. But Obots 1 and 2 is just 2 really just.
Oh yeah, 2.
That motherfucker on steroids.
2 was on steroids.
Yeah.
It really went crazy. People, it finally connected like we really wanted it to connect.
Right.
That Keep the Sneak
Gorilla. Yeah.
I really love that shit.
They sleep on that right now too.
What's another one, bro?
4 albums.
So that's Styling, Keek.
We silently working on this Lil Blood album that's starting.
Probably gonna be the 3rd one.
It's starting to shape up. You feel me? So, that's that Richie Rich album we did. The Grow Room was dope.
Yeah, we did the Grow. Yeah, the Grow.
I ain't gonna lie. I tell Styling all the time, you gotta get to Obots. Like that On Behalf of the Street one, it's like a Bible to me, and it's crazy because I remix so many of them lyrics, right?
Yeah.
And people be thinking it's my shit. Like, you feel me? Like
that
Cold World record, the typewriter, typewriter record. You feel me? That's Obots all over.
Obots.
Even with the Cold World, one of my biggest records.
So cold.
Exactly. At the end, I said, "The Lord, please have mercy on my soul."
Yeah.
So I really tweaked that, and
that album,
the way I said it, people be like, "Bro, like I felt you, like you was really singing."
Yeah.
Nigga, that's Jay Stalin.
Yeah.
Like, and I always tell Jay, like, bro, when I get roadblocked or something, I go pick Obots.
Yeah.
That album was incredible,
that
bro.
album was tweaky to me, bro.
So dope, bro.
And that's the Banger Dance, the So Cold, the Function,
That's My
the
Name.
One with Jack, That's My Name.
808.
Party Jumping.
Party Jumping.
And a fun fact, Party Jumping was, we did 808 first. 808 is a remake of a record called from a group called Original Concept. They from New York, right? Dr. Dre, not Dr. Dre West Coast. Dr. Dre from
the East Coast.
The East Coast from what was this MTV Raps?
Yeah.
And their lover. They had a group called Original Concept, and on that they had this record. It was called Knowledge Me, and Knowledge Me was just the bass line and them drums, and they talked over the whole record. They no raps,
just talking.
Just yo, cuz, hey man, I seen we was at the club last night. Word, cousin. They just talking trash over the record, right? So we redid that, and it sounded just like it. So we was like, damn, we was blown away how much we could really recreate this record. So when we did Styling brought us Party Jumping, like remake this Freddie Jackson record. When we did Party Jumping, that turned us all the way on, like turned our water all the way on, like oh nigga, we really
remakes
on remakes. Oh, we cold. You feel me?
Right.
And then Styling put Jack on it, and it became what it was.
Right.
So,
it's crazy because from that record, from that whole project, the Demolition Man.
Shout out Demolition Man.
Shout out Demolition Man. Old school mixtape. They was dropping songs here and there from the prenup off of Everybody Project. And one time I put it up on Jay playing The Function. And he like, bro, where you get that song from? I'm like, shit, I burned it off the internet. He like, what the fuck you mean you burned it off the internet? Like, bro, stop taking my CDs from my house. I'm like, no, bro, this song on the internet. Like, you feel me? So when I showed him and played it for him, he like, man, what the fuck, man? I ain't tell him to release that song. He going crazy. Mind you, I didn't know it was on the prenup, but
no, it was on Obots.
Obots,
it was on Obots.
I didn't know it was on Obots. I was just playing it, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
So he was in the frenzy, like, man, niggas keep dropping my songs. But I think that helped Obots.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no, tremendously it did.
Yeah.
Because look, even realistically, Jay probably was responding to that shit, probably because whatever reasons he had, but also I'm a tough cookie in the lab. I wasn't letting him take no CDs, no copies of shit. No, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I come from the old school of where it's like, copyright infringements, all the business aspect.
Yeah.
So I ain't want niggas stealing our ideas, all that type of shit.
Right.
So but when Jay actually started trying to drop the records with the Demolition Man, I was hella against it.
Right.
But the Animal Planet mixtape was famous.
Right. That was that jacket one, right?
It was the jacket, Styling, and Huss. I think Jack and Huss was on the cover. But that's the actual first CD that gave the first breath of fresh air of Obots.
Right.
They had 2 or 3 songs on there. I think 808. I think like I said, maybe Party Jumper was on there.
Party Jumper.
Yeah, it was a couple on there. And I was hot, like, man, we giving away these jewels, but it was perfect. That combination of the Demolition Man, PK and Golden Mean, the music, the time frame, everything came together to give Styling that platform to take off.
Right. Speaking of the group shit, what happened to the Go Boys?
Oh shit.
That was Styling, Cass Kaiser, and Shady, right?
And Shady Nat, and me and Tweet.
And us.
Yeah, the Go Boys was a side project, so I'm glad you brought that up. So right around after the hyphy movement wasn't really over, it was like it was there. It had arrived.
Right.
And there was I guess I would say that the term go, I heard it from niggas in the West.
For sure.
So I didn't know. We heard Jay. Jay would throw the word around all the time. Go, nigga, I go. Nigga,
my mama.
Look at her, nigga.
She go. Yeah, West Oakland. Lingo, all over that.
Everything go.
So he brought that into the studio. And, when you're around niggas you love and respect and appreciate, you start to inherit their vocabulary.
Definitely.
So it affected all of us. So we start all using the word go. And naturally, that started popping up in the music. So I don't know. This is, go also was like a term for this was during the ecstasy.
Yeah.
That time of frame.
Yeah.
So what we doing? We about to go.
Yeah.
What you mean? We about to pop some, some
Exactly.
We about to get on.
Smack it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So the Go Boys was an idea that the team was a very, very hot group on KMEL. And around the Bay, where people loved them records that they was putting out. And Styling was hot too, but hadn't touched radio that way yet. So we were trying to still figure out ways to get Jay really, really buzzing outside of the mixtapes and this, that, and the third. So we hooked up with Cass Kaiser and brought him to the studio. And him and Jay kind of hooked up, and we started kind of just organically fucking around with music. We wound up getting a cover story in the San Francisco Guardian with our homeboy Garrett Caples. And the cover said something about the post-Tupac, something about Tupac's history of the Bay after Pac had died. And when you went to the article, it was a picture of me, Styling, and Tweet. So everybody was seeing this, including Cass. Cass was like, who is these niggas? So, from the team. He was like, because we didn't have a relationship.
Right.
So we reached out, I think through MySpace or somehow, and we linked. We got in the studio, started cooking up, and before you know it, we partying together, going to clubs together.
And they got into a fight first time he came into the studio. Hey, you don't remember Face? Remember his Face was in there?
Yeah, the first time we brought Cass to the studio.
Yeah.
So we had Face your cousin.
Yeah, that's my cousin. You know Face, but
for sure. These niggas get into a fight in the studio. I don't even know what it was. We heard it was about.
It was over some bitches. Nigga said he had more bitches than him.
So we in the studio, and there's a studio. It's a hallway, and across the hallway is the kitchen. Me and Tweed in the studio, and we just hear tussling. We jump up. What the fuck going on? These niggas like this all. So we're like, what the fuck going on? But from that moment,
cleared that shit up.
Yeah, but from that moment, we was like, Kaz a cool nigga, like, cause once the fight broke up, he wasn't on some I ain't never coming back over here. Fuck y'all niggas and none of that. He was just like, next.
Nah,
he didn't leave. He stayed.
Right.
So we start cooking records, and before you know it, we had the group called the Go Boys, and the Go Boys was I ain't gonna lie, to date, some of the best music, some of the most creative shit that we've ever done. It was a lot of ecstasy-driven ideas.
Right.
It's beautiful.
And that nigga was on house arrest too.
Did the project ever drop?
So it went through a few stages of mixing, which we was never happy with, because Kaz is a perfectionist, and he wanted to take the record one way, we wanted to take the record another way. This is all pre-internet, like I should say pre-Empire. So there really wasn't a distribution situation for us to really put the record out and really be heard the way we wanted it to.
Right.
So we were fishing for ways to put it out and couldn't figure it out really. Long story short, we put the record out. It wasn't mixed.
It wasn't. It wasn't mixed. Nah, we put it out. It wasn't mixed right.
Yeah, it wasn't mixed correctly.
Yeah, it wasn't mixed right.
We was not to
It's
our
out
standard.
right now to this day.
Yeah, so we was unhappy with how it sounded sonically, but you could find it out there.
Artwork wasn't, up to our standards.
Right.
We just put it. Yeah, we just put it out so people could hear that shit.
Yeah, we just wanted people to
How do y'all feel about the state of Oakland music that it's in today?
Well,
shit, a lot of that shit.
It's evolving.
Yeah, it's evolving, but a lot of that shit ain't got no substance to it.
Yeah.
All the young niggas talking about the same shit.
Right. So me growing up to Oakland music, it was the Scary X's.
Right.
It was the Richie Rich, even the Tupacs, the Jay Stallings, the 3 Times Crazy. And listening to them, they were talking about shit that was going on at the time.
Yeah.
From the classic East Oakland, that's right. We sell that shit that you can put in your pipe and I can get it all night. Like, who wasn't doing that at that time?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even with the Scary X's, shout out to brother Ricky Murdoch.
Shout out Scary.
The shit he was putting out at that time, I dealt with YA. You get what I'm saying? And just to show how intelligent that brother was, it was substance, like y'all saying.
Yeah.
Now it's like, and it's not shaming nobody. Like, niggas that's making music, they got some shit. You feel me?
Right.
But it's just that. It's just a dope record. It's not nothing I can,
It's the same thing over and over again.
Well, I think, and it's just my opinion, I think that's what ended the hyphy movement. It was that, like, as long as niggas that was doing them did them, it was fine. When you had other cats trying to redo what somebody else did, that put a damper on it and hurt the whole culture. You feel me? So as long as like originality is attached to what you're doing, I mean, I think it's a great space for that to live. But when you're just trying to recreate what the last nigga did because you saw him win off it, then you're watering down everything that's out there. So that's why my term, when you asked about what's going on, I said it's evolving, because I don't believe it's reached where it's going. It's just going through something right now. I pray that it makes it back into or make it to a positive space where it's not influenced by shit that's not going to be productive. You know what I mean? Because right now, it's headed in a direction.
Ain't no game, ain't nothing in that shit.
Ain't no money in it. Niggas can't work together. Like, it even stagnated us so much that we had to do these projects. Like, we just dropped Donuts. Like, people know us from dropping records that have 2 or 3 people on the song. That's why our records always did great. Because our albums never was boring. On every song, you had 3 different people telling 3 different stories from 3 different hoods. So our album was truly gumbo.
Right.
And it showed what people always say, the Bay don't do unity.
Right.
We're the epitome of that. All we ever did was mix and mingle with everybody because we producers.
It's funny you said that, how it's like a gumbo pot, because this was your old studio on 38th? 35th. I remember I was in the studio working on some records for me, and y'all pulled up a Looney's record. Like, man, get on this. And I got on the record, and the record was the name of their album.
High Times.
High Times. So it was the name of their album. And I remember just older people just like, man, I heard you on that new Yuck Mouth and Numb
Little
School. Like,
Louis,
ooh.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's crazy. I just gang fast friends from that era type shit. Just,
hell yeah.
Definitely a lot of amigos. Like,
that's what man, this shit's supposed to be. We're supposed to spread it around.
right.
You feel me? And I just, like I said, that's why I brought up the whole unity thing, because I keep hearing how niggas in the Bay don't work together, and that's the reason why. And I disagree, because that's been our whole MO since day one.
Right.
Ain't no niggas with, only cats we ain't really worked with is the new cats and a lot of the new cats, and that's only because we're kind of still watching them to see if they gonna be serious about their craft, or if they just here to try and catch a quick little $5 and run to jail and go to jail or die next week. You feel me?
Right.
So that's the only reason we haven't worked with some of the youngsters.
Right.
But unity, come on, man, we need y'all.
Right.
We got the music. We don't. That's only half the equation.
Right.
The other equation is the people who gonna put the words and the stories over them slaps. You feel me?
Right.
So shit, man. Let's get it together.
Let's tweak on the Donuts albums for a minute. Part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
What was the vibe? What was the feel like?
Frustration. Yeah, because like I said, we was always putting everybody on all these songs together, and then all of a sudden we woke up one day and it was like, oh, you can't put him on this song with this person. Oh, you can't put him on this song with this person. Why not? This is my record. Oh, because they got politics. Hey, you can't put him on this record. You can't. Oh, he gonna trip if you do that. Or niggas just stop answering the phone calls because you fucking with this cat.
Problems with videos and getting niggas together.
Yeah, can't do videos together. Can't do. So what we had wind up doing is saying we can't. That brand under the hood or Chop Shop, all those brands of albums that we was doing, we had to create a new brand where it's like only one person on every song.
Right.
That's what Donuts is.
Okay, cool.
15 songs, 15 artists. That's it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's frustrating. It's watered down our music.
So y'all just dropped part 2.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be a trilogy, or y'all done with the Donut series?
I don't know.
This was the year of the twos. So 2022, we dropped Hook Mitchell 2. We dropped Donuts 2. We plan on dropping Restoration 2. And if good Lord,
Under the Hood too.
Yeah, we'll drop Under the Hood 2, which is our big record.
Right.
Like the one we really trying to like
tweak on. Right.
So hopefully, I don't know about 3 yet, but we got 2 out. You know
Right.
Yeah.
Do y'all ever feel like saying "fuck this shit"?
Shit, we too deep in this shit right now.
Yeah, you could ask that about 5 years ago.
We in this shit now. Ain't no stopping right now. You feel me? We trying to evolve into bigger and more. Take the brand and use the brand to open up doors for other shit.
Right.
Sound kits and movie placements, TV show placements, and
right.
different shit like that.
Okay, let's play Build the Song.
What's that? Build the Song.
Build the Song, nigga. We about to build the song.
This sound dope. Okay.
So,
talk to it.
Of course, it's gonna be produced by the Mekanix.
Okay.
Yeah.
A dope songwriter to write a hook for an R&B singer. Who would you grab?
From the Bay or just period?
Period in general.
Dope hook writer
for R&B singer.
For an R&B singer, and what R&B singer would that be?
Damn. From the Bay or just
anywhere
period?
In general?
Well, there's a sister we've been working with for a long time. Her name Nate.
Yeah, Nate.
She's she did a big record with Mac Dre called
Make You Mine.
Make You Mine. Everybody know that record if you're from the Bay.
Definitely.
Yeah. She can write her ass off, but
it depends on what the song like.
We
what's
building
the
it.
topic. Like,
yeah, we're building
what it's about. Give us
y'all
a topic.
Producing.
Okay.
Nate, come write this hook. Okay.
Nate, come write this hook
for R&B song. So she a female. Nate, come write this song for who?
We got Silk.
Oh wow,
Silk
is another monster.
We got Silk.
We can say roster. Silk. Let's say Silk. Yeah. Okay. Silk a bad motherfucker.
Nate, she write the hook for Silk. He's singing the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go get the rap feature.
Okay. It depends on what that hook is about.
That's what. Yeah, that's
Give
us a
topic.
Give us a
You
topic.
got a topic. What did she sing about?
Struggle.
She sang about struggle. Well, we could get shit. Anybody in our roster, everybody.
We go get you. We go get Stalin.
We can go get anybody in our roster. That's
nigga like Velion.
Then it would depend on what the music sounded like at that point.
Yeah,
right. If it was like slow, if it was fast, if it was grimy, if it was very pretty and clean, then that would be a deciding factor based on struggle, because struggle can fit all of those color palettes. You know what I'm saying?
So you'll just pick a rapper from the camp.
Definitely. We got the all-star, bro. Can't nobody fuck with our
we got everything.
I was said it, and we done said it on many platforms.
We don't need nobody. Really, we ain't got to go outside the camp for nothing. Really,
right.
It's one of the reasons why we never.
If
left
it wasn't for the fans, you know what I mean,
bro. It's man, come on. I put all our niggas versus any niggas in any city in any demographic. Niggas can't fuck with this.
Not at all.
You feel me? No.
Shit,
and I love
like
niggas from everywhere. But when it come to writing songs and originality and just bar for bar and words and slang and concepts, and you can't beat a Stalin, you can't beat a Fab, you can't beat a Keek, you can't beat a Blood, you can't beat a 40, you can't beat a Weeder, you can't out rap these niggas. These niggas is hard, and the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah, definitely.
You feel me?
Definitely. Where could we find y'all? How could the people reach out to the Mekanix?
Shit, well, you can find us on IG, the Mekanix, TheMekanix. We got a website, www.themekanix.com.
It's TheMekanix.
Yeah, on all social media platforms. It's the Mekanix.
And we holler back too. Like I don't know what people be acting like. I was trying to holler at you. No, you wasn't, man. We answer our messages.
Sure.
We get back.
Niggas get the notifications.
We get the notifications. Trust.
For sure. Man, I definitely appreciate y'all coming up here and sharing y'all truth and fucking with me.
And niggas love.
You know,
we happy to see you had this, bro. This
thank you. I appreciate it. You know, we was supposed to do this, so they ain't riding the waves. They definitely ain't no wave riders. You know, Dot, he one of my Vic friends, as I said on interviews.
He be telling me
interviews. You feel me? Definitely one of my Vic friends, and you know, we were supposed to do this. Y'all was supposed to be part of the first episodes, but we wanted to wait till the project was out, and you know, niggas had something to work with, some content to bring. But definitely appreciate it, man. My platform is your platform. Let's tweak on part 2.
For sure.
Definitely tweak on part 2.
We're going to be back.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Blood of the Mekanix.
Appreciate you.
Love.
Yes, sir.